Hello, Arc Matter here. Here we go again. Trio versus Emerson. Trio versus Emerson. Trio versus Emerson. We're back again. I've been getting a lot of couple of private emails and stuff about the trio battle here. Trio versus Emerson. I guess I didn't point out, and it is an important thing to point out, about the cameras and battery life. So I want to make a little point here. I'm going to just do a little more on the verses. I mean, why are you doing more verses? I want to know why. Well, because it gets so many questions on the verses that I thought I covered a couple things that were important, but I guess I didn't. First one was cameras, a little more. They're both 3 megapixel cameras. This one, the Trio's on the back, and the one on the Emerson is in the front. Both same, 3 megapixel. I don't mess around with cameras a lot. Maybe that's why I skipped over it, and I apologize. But what I want to do is get a picture. Let me see, how do I take a picture with this thing? Get a picture. Alright. Go back here and see my pictures. Okay, here is the picture I just took of. Here's the picture I just took of the Android. I guess it's not too bad. And I might be getting Alzheimer's. I'm shaking a lot. So it might be a little fuzzy. But there's the picture with the Emerson. There's the picture with the Emerson and the Android. Shrink her back down. There it is. That's the picture with the Emerson. 3 megapixel picture. But it's on the front. So there's that. We'll go back. There's that one. And now I'm going to take a picture with the Trio. Take a picture with the Trio. This is back camera. Here we go. But there you can see there's the camera. I'm getting a little bit of light. I think it's from the CFL bulb that I have in my lamp. It's giving a little bit of distortion in the color, but there's the camera. I'm trying not to move a little too fast, but you know, that's respectable. I mean, you can make little videos and stuff and take some, you know, fairly decent pictures. The software, you know, that's on here, the Android that's on here, the 4.0, might be a little bit too advanced for this camera, but there it is. Okay, I'll go back and show the picture it took. Go to the gallery. It's always fun trying to find a gallery after I've loaded so many apps on it. I forget what it looks like. Where are you at, gallery? Okay. Back to the main. Don't remember where the gallery is. Well, I'm kind of stumped. Well, anyhow, you've seen how the camera works, and you know, it moves along, so there's the picture right there. There's the picture of Mr. Android. Change him around. There we go. See? So I'm saying, respectively, they're pretty much the same, but I like the back. If I was going to use a back camera, I was going to have it on the back. The only reason I'm going to use front cameras if I'm taking pictures of myself, so or anything, because you'd have to turn around to do a little video or something. You'd have to turn it around, and I'd like to see what I'm filming. Okay, now so here comes the next challenge between Trio versus Emerson. Trio versus Emerson. I'm gonna do. These both have charges, both full charges. This one's at 99%. The Emerson is at 99%. Both at 99% right now. I'm going to. Well, this is at 94%, but that's because I was doing a little showing a few things. So, but this one's at 94% too. I can see what it says on the thing. So, if you can see it, the actual Trio's got a little less battery life, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the challenge anyhow, because I'm gonna set these both on the settings for not to shut off for the screen display. Let me see, after 10 minutes, no. I'm going to change it to never. So it's going to stay on. Same with the Emerson. I'm going to change it to never. Never sleep. Alright, so I'm going to stop the video camera for a while, but you're going to see they're both on right now. I'm going to stop. I'm going to let them on. You see them on right now. I'm going to come back in a little while. I'll start re-videoing, and we'll see who's still alive. This is Arc Matter, and I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see between the Trio and the Emerson who's still alive after this commercial break. Hello, Arc Matter here. Yeah, the commercial's over. Okay, so we're back to the Trio and the Emerson battery battle off. Okay, I started this about 4:09 on both tablets, and now that the Doctor Who show's over, I come back in, both tablets are not on at 9:25, but let's find out if we can get at least a little kickstart, like it tell us what's going on. Okay, so the Emerson it's completely dead. And at close to 9:25, the Trio's booting up, and the Trio had less of a battery charge than the Emerson did, but I'm sure it's not going to run all the way through, because when I came in just to check on them, they were both pretty equal. And they were still on, and that was about, I think, about 6 o'clock that I checked on both of them. But the Trio's booting up, the Emerson will not. So it was like a total of about 5.5 hours between the two. But remember, the Trio had a little bit less of a charge to begin with than the Emerson did, because I was doing the other video, and it's telling me to connect, but it's booting up. The Emerson won't even boot up. So it's your call who won this. I'm saying the Trio did, because it's actually trying to boot up when the Emerson won't boot up at all. So there's a really hard heavy duty test, and I didn't play games or anything. I was just going on battery to battery, and the Emerson had a full charge, and the Trio had like 95% or something like that. But I did another video with it to show my OGT test of the micro USB thing. So, alright, so I don't know how more tougher I can get. If I was playing games on both of them, it most probably would have wore out a lot faster too. But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to do both of them on the same time. Then you can ultimately make the decision between the two. And this tablet is actually older than the Emerson, because I've had this one for a while and I've done a lot of testing on it and games and different things. So the batteries had a little more wear to it than the Emerson. So there you go. This is Arc Matter, and please subscribe, and thanks for checking out my video. This was Trio versus Emerson.